Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua this morning appeared before the Senate Public Accounts Committee to answer to audit queries raised by the Auditor General over spending in Machakos County. Let's cross over to Parliament, where the grilling is still ongoing.
We have also written to the National Land Commission as per the letter dated 5th May 2016 and 8th July 2016, asking them to revoke titles on public land, public utility land that had also been grabbed. I have copies of the letters in the document together with the different companies that are listed. It is number 1 through the number 1 document and the number 2 document and the number 2 document, yes. So, Madam Chair, I table these documents and I want to reiterate my plea that I gave on Monday that the stealing of public land denies our children their right, because this land should be for public use, not for individual wealth enrichment. And I would request for a special committee of the Senate to sit down and look seriously at this issue of Mavoko, bearing in mind that there was the Saitoti committee, bearing in mind letters written to EACC, letters touching on prominent leaders in this country. I think this needs to be in a certain sitting of a committee where they're given an opportunity to actually defend themselves and also be able to clear their names if that comes to that. But the reality is that land has been grabbed and land is continuing to be grabbed in Mavoko. We are trying to stop it, but there's so many cartels, some of them funded by very prominent people. Thank you. I rest my case.
Thank you, Governor. A clarification. I'm looking at the document I have and what my clerk has. 2 documents differ. Number 2 is a different document. What I have and what she has is a different document. I would like to get, so that we have the proper set of documents that has been tabled, please clarify which one should be admitted.
Can my officer look at the documents? Maybe there was just misfiling during during stapling.
Chair, I don't want to go into serious interrogations now, because I know there will be enough time to go through and use these documents here. But this letter written by Ndengwa advocates, he's writing it on whose behalf? I don't want to interrogate, but he's writing this letter on whose behalf? Who gave him instruction to write to ethics and then the corruption? Because a lawyer cannot just sit in his office and decide to write to ethics and then corruption. Who appointed him? And he's writing on whose behalf? Then we also don't get to be given documents which are collected from the streets and given names.
I think, by all fairness, Senator Mudama, we have not interrogated this document.
That's true. I said so.
In fact, yes. So don't cast aspersions yet that we have not looked at these documents. In fact, I'm still clarifying so that we get the right set first of all, so that we know which documents we're interrogating. But I want to actually plead that we take the proposal of Senator Matangi, that we give ourselves some time to interrogate these documents, and we go to the depth of the documents, having had the opening remarks of the governor, and we deal with this issue first thing tomorrow morning before we revert to audit queries. That's a proposal. It can be seconded, it can be amended.
Yes,
Senator Matangi.
Yes, Chair, and as I second and support your proposal, what I would like to confirm, Chair, from the governor, now that he has tabled this document, is that because he has said that the land grabbing that is ongoing, that has happened and actually is ongoing in Mavoko, is enormous. He says that it is to very alarming proportions. And so I wanted to confirm from the governor, in as far as the county government of Machakos is concerned, is this the current bundle comprising of all the pieces of land that are right now being addressed by the county as grabbed, or are there others outside this particular portfolio that you think or that the county government is aware of that are ongoing, that maybe you require the action of Parliament to deal with, that you would say are still ongoing, or is this the current and entire number of the number of parcels, Governor?
With the indulgence, Madam Chair, I can reply?
Yes.
This is just a drop in the ocean, and it's a very complicated matter. You find that documents, you can't find some documents, they have gone missing over the years. You're not able to trace some of these documents. Some people have been threatened, people have been killed in this country because of land issues. People are afraid to speak. This is a matter that, as a county government, we are requesting for the help of Parliament to unravel. It needs a special committee to really unravel this issue of Mavoko, and in extension, some of the things that have been happening across the country, because people are afraid to speak. But also, we're still looking for more documents, and we will avail them. If there's a special sitting, we'll avail them.
Just a clarification, a very quick clarification, Chair. Just to clarify from.
All right, that is the Machakos Governor Alfred Mutua appearing before the Senate committee, answering to some of those audit queries. And